become part of their breath. Today's practice is all about just expanding our edges to be more inclusive, more aware. Just as if we could widen our web of consciousness like the spider web, so that when someone touches a corner or a space nearby, we still feel it. We know it's happening. This is needed in teaching, just to be that aware of those around you. To give the space for it to expand beyond our edges, physical form. Keeping that expansive energy, we're just going to take ourselves into a simple twist. So you're turning to the right, your partner is turning to the right. As you turn, you take your hand onto their knee, and your other hand onto your knee. And just twist, keeping the ribs in contact, keeping the shoulders in contact. If you happen to have somebody who's a slightly different shape, size, or etc., commit to just being as together as you can. You want to take a widening, one breath at a time across the ribs. So the inhale takes you up, and the exhale takes you into the twist just a little more. Just building our awareness of now. Seeing if you can twist with the inhale, lift the chest with the exhale. Do the exact opposite of what I just said. You'll probably have more fun. Just one more breath. And then exhale, let yourself turn back to center. Slowly shift over to the other side. All the time we're just changing our awareness from the external world that we had to use to get here to our internal physical world, which strangely is almost more connected to the external. When we turn those senses on, we start to feel as if the little threads of consciousness expand out in all directions. That's going to be brilliant, isn't it? It's okay. It's rich people up there at home. Just gently lifting on the inhale and exhaling, twisting together. So all the time moving into and past the edges of you. Back opening, and then as you exhale, just going to come back to center. One of you is going to go on top of the other person. So one feet go to the floor, the other person can either go to Baddha, soles of feet together. So if you're the one that's going to go forward, it's Baddha or straight legs. Whichever you're feeling. The other person is going to take their soles of the feet to the floor and lift up onto. Your hands will go either side of their hips or just on the other side of their knees as you lean over. So, these people are cold. Try to remember that you're not putting all of your weight on them.
Okay.
You're being compassionate. You keep your hands on the floor and keep some weight towards your bum, so you don't have to hold your weight in the air forever.
Is that okay?
Yeah, good.
All the time finding the feedback from the person underneath, questioning, feeling. If they start to withdraw from you, you can tell, you can sense. Just taking a good 5 more breaths. The person on top may be not so relaxed. But this is your warm-up for the day.
On the person below is relaxed.
Try to put your bum on the back, so you keep your back there, and there's a gentle moving forward and up, rather than down.
So you're not like getting to the tabletop.
No.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Is that right?
Looks like it's too much.
It's just my hips quite
Yeah, it's true. Not that it's going to help because it's going to get busy. Try it there. But try and go up rather than forward. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Just because it was so cold. It's okay, one more breath.
It's really not too much.
Exhale, let yourself come down. Changing. Good. Just tuning in. Let yourself, these heart rate changes, little feedback if you need it. So lower back, just take your legs straight and don't go very far back. Maybe you'll just lean onto you rather than lift onto you.
Feel free
So think less typical. Your lower back won't get as much contact with the ground. And then maybe move your hands to either the inside of your thigh.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's too much.
It's absolutely fine.
Do that one.
It's really nice to Good. You want to feel inside upward?
Like that?
That direction?
Yeah.
Okay. You're pushing a little further down. Start over. There you go.
Do you want to bend forward?
Oh, okay. That's too high up.
Yeah. And then start to think of going in directions that way. Keep the bum off there.
I can't do
And
that.
weird.
Put my arms back.
You're better than that.
Do that. And I'll just do it like this way.
Yeah.
It's all about finding your way through this. If it doesn't feel right, the contact isn't working for your partner, then make it work. Find a way. The person on top can try and drop their head back so it becomes a resting. Okay. All the time we're growing in awareness of what the other person needs.
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't remember if you can see it on the first line. But it seems to be a point. I don't, I'm going to
Okay, less updates on the dating. Wait till coffee break time.
It's really nice.
Okay, exhale down. Yeah, your sensitivity level might be set really high. Excellent. Okay, so as you're there, just see if you can cross arms and you stand up together. So bring the feet in. Really kind of push. Stand up. Push. Sorry, just pretend.
I was trying to like look around.
Okay, so I want you to start throwing each other for a bit. In your hand. Okay, so you're going to, up there. Okay, so leaning back, feet in. The purpose of this is that you start to trust. So you lean back, open out to the side, good, up, switch, and out. Close your eyes. Good, get good at that. Now I want you to start feeling that you know the other person is going to be there. Hold the wrist, so you get a nice strong lock. Go right back, lean into it. You trust that person.
Yeah.
And you're going to be there for them. You can make the feet come. The more in your feet come, the lower you can go. So then you can drop yourself almost the bum touching the floor. The closer the feet are, the more that you can lean back into it, and the more of a drop into
You're amazing.
almost the floor.
Oh, you're doing it.
Okay, so you back.
Good. Getting squatting going on. Perfect.
There is squats going on here.
Now I want you to start. If things are working out for you, start trying to close your eyes and trust.
See, it's hard to work.
This is hard. Not really well.
Breathe back more. Yeah, so you actually turn to the side and lean back.
Good.
Let's squat more.
Good. This is another 5.
That's the best way.
So you have to know.
Good. Just taking it as far as your partner is willing. Getting into a swing of it.
Some serious coffee.
Yeah.
Are you videotaping this one?
Yeah, it's all on tape.
Lovely.
This is the beautiful
That's how you're
situation.
yeah.
This is the bit I'll use.
Hashtag no tag.
Okay, on the inhale, bring yourself up, walk your feet out, and let yourself hang. You want your bum to go past your heels. So it's a down dog with support of each other, basically. Try to get your arms to hang at a straight line across the middle. So feet in a little, bums out. And use each other as traction. Just for a good 5 breaths here. All about growing our awareness. So we move out of just being these single entities. You start feeling the support of the other person, the nurturing energy of them. And then exhale, bring yourself back up. Sweet yourself. So on your mat, turn to the front of your mat. That was a thank you to your partner. Move.
Thank you. Thank you.
Moving back into vinyasas. So extra maps, the green one, if you want to put in. Yeah, go ahead and have coffee. Done enough. And then inhale. Look up, center. As you exhale forward. And then inhale, look forward. And exhale, step or jump back. Good, lowering through chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, first one of the day maybe, if you don't count that last one that you just did. Pushing into a nice awakening in the upper back. forward, step or jump feet between the hands. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva up to the hands, gazing thumbs. As you exhale, follow the sliding line down the center. I don't know why that's in your way. There you are. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, jump back. Reach out around. And we run over Svanasana. Adho Svanasana. Julia, lead.
Stay here for 3 breaths. Just inhaling and exhaling. Sink your heels towards the mat, lengthen your back. And at the end of your 3rd breath, look between your hands and step or hop forward. Exhale, stretch over your legs. Inhale, straight back comes up. Urdhva Tadasana. Exhale, prayer in front of the chest. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, swan dive over the legs. Inhaling to lengthen the back. Exhaling to jump back. And chaturanga again. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog.
Mary, you can take over.
Okay, take 3 breaths there. And at the end of your 3rd breath, inhale, look up, step or jump at the front of your mat. Inhale up, exhale down. And inhale all the way up. Exhale and release. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, step or jump into plank. And exhale into chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog.
Leslie.
Stay here for a few breaths. Inhale, step or jump between your hands. Lengthen up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up into Urdhva Tadasana. Exhale, hands to your heart.
Inhale. Up at B. Surya Namaskar.
Okay. Just have to switch up a bit. Inhale into Urdhva Tadasana. Exhale. Down into Tadasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or jump into plank. Down to chaturanga. Up facing up. Exhale, down the gut. Let's see. Inhale, step into high lunge.
0, 1. Back here. Down.
Tadasana 1. Exhale down into plank. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down.
Inhale, left.
Inhale down, leg up into high lunge. Into Virabhadrasana 1.
Back heel down.
Back heel down. And exhale, hands down to your mat. Back into plank. Exhale, down to your mat, chaturanga. Up dog. Chaturanga. And
Breathe.
breathe.
Lucia.
Take a 2 deep breath. Really lengthening through your shoulders.
pushing the heels down. And next breath in, look up, step or jump to front of the mat. Uttanasana down. All the way up to Uttanasana. And straighten up. Tadasana. Okay, we're gonna do this again. All the way up, breathe in. Arch back slightly. Oh yeah, Uttanasana. Breathe out, Uttanasana. Look up, straight back. And breathe out, jump back into Chaturanga. Down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And take a two deep breaths. Really lengthening through your shoulders. Pressing the heels down. Okay, and next breath in, we're going to take the right to front of the mat into warrior one. Making sure our back leg is down, not like wrong foot. Okay, take 2 deep breaths here. Making sure you're lengthening through the shoulders. Okay. Try to make sure your hips are straightened, okay? And next breath down, we're gonna go down through Chaturanga. And upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And we're gonna take 2 breaths again, just making sure we are warming up the body. And the next breath in, we're gonna take the left leg to the front of the mat into warrior one. Trying to make sure our hips are square, lengthening, bringing the arms up. And when you're ready, take a breath and go through Chaturanga again.
Very good favorite.
Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take that 2 long breaths again. One,
Right leg high.
Yes, that's not good.
Stepping right leg between the hands and coming up to warrior two.
There you go. Nice. 3 breaths.
Turning your right toes in, so both feet are parallel with the short edge of your mat. Hands on the hips. Lifting up through the chest, slight back bend if it feels comfortable. And folding forwards over your legs, Padottanasana. Hands on the floor, just letting the head hang. Good, having hands on the hips, elbows up towards the ceiling, with a straight back come up. Good, and interlacing fingers behind the sacrum. Open up through the heart, sinking hands down towards the floor, strengthening the shoulder blades. And on an exhale, forward fold.
The adjustment. Knee in front. Hand on the back, middle.
Good, letting arms come down to the floor. Left hand to the floor in the centre line, right hand reaching up, twisting to the right. 3 breaths. Good, right hand down to the floor, left hand up to the sky, twist to the left. Hands back down to the floor and coming all the way up to standing. Letting the toes come out a little bit and with arms in the air. big right hand squat to earth.
Felicity, take over.
And then turning to right foot, we're going to come down and do a chaturanga. And up dog. And down dog. And then left leg comes high and comes forward into warrior one. And straightening that left leg, putting our right hand beside left foot and stretching up into triangle.
It's the same hand as the same foot.
Reverse
Oh, sorry.
Left hand by left foot.
Left hand, left foot. Right hand sky. Sorry.
50-50 chance, man. You're going to get right sometime.
And then we're going to do right hand on the outside of the left foot and do revolt triangle. And then from there, pushing up onto our left foot, we're going to spring up into a warrior three. So straightening our backs and reaching out towards the front, finding balance, staring at something in front of you, just trying to keep your back as straight as possible.
Good to see you with balance.
This floor is always, it's hard to balance on.
I know this floor is specifically made for like
Yeah.
You wouldn't be like the queen.
It's basically made for recovering from sprained ankles.
And then bringing that right leg through, we're going to come into a tree.
Yay!
So whatever variation you want to take, whether it's hands to heart or moving up.
It's just a bird in a tree.
And then bring your arms down to the front of the mat. We're going to jump back into Vinyasa and do the other side. So, chaturanga to up dog, deep breath in, and then down dog. And out. And pushing to the backs of the feet and making your armpits smile at each other. So right leg, left leg. Did I do left leg as well? Yes.
Yeah.
I think I did the right leg first, sorry. So right leg up in the air, bring right leg forward, coming up into warrior one. Straightening the front leg, right hand, right foot, left hand into the sky, into a triangle pose. Oh, I've got nice triangles. And then flipping the hands the other way into reverse triangle.
started with triangle and then went into reverse.
And then from there, pushing up onto that front right leg into warrior three, finding your balance, keeping nice and strong in the core and lifting arms and legs up.
Just enjoying whatever's there. If it's a need to be on the floor, then go with that.
Very good, you're doing great, guys. And then from there, bringing our left leg through into trees. Feeling grounded.
luxury, guys. Okay, we're going to take this into an eagle pose. So, left arm above. Yeah, we can like just shake our feet and left arm above right arm. And same leg, same arm on top. So left,
It can be opposite or the same, it depends.
Just do what the teacher
Yeah.
says.
Shut up.
She wants to do it that way. She can do it that way.
If you want to push a little bit further, you can go down as much as you can. And breathe. Two more breaths. Okay. Get out of the pose, shake your feet, and other side. So right arm above left, and right leg above left leg.
Good. What other cues could be used here? Lift your elbows, drop your hips. What else we got?
Squeeze your inner thighs together.
Mm-hmm.
At your core.
What about your core?
Squeeze your core.
Also eyes rest
Eyes
in
fixed.
one place, eyes fixed.
That's the one. Lift your elbows more.
Sorry, what does that mean? Eyes and feet? Does that mean that?
That's just a fixed point for your eyes. It's like either your tip of your nose or.
Your hands or thumbs or...
Okay, let's get out of the pose.
We're almost, by the sounds of you, wanting to sit down or something. I don't know.
What would you say?
Thing going on.
How about some pigeon?
Pink!
Do you want to do vinyasa to the down?
Yes.
Exhale down. Inhale, look up. Step up, jump into plank. I'm going to stay a little bit into plank.
Oh, she promised me.
She didn't know. She said pigeon. She didn't.
And so, left foot up. And you're going to bring the foot in front. Yes. So try to, we want to do like a high pigeon for 3 breaths.
Cues for pigeon.
Square your hips.
Come onto the front of the right. Center yourself.
The front of your right hip sounds complicated.
Well, you want to lean.
Yeah, that's only you. Not normal people.
One question is, sometimes some people say to flex your front foot, but that doesn't really...
The reason they're saying that is a protection of the knee.
Right.
It doesn't work for most people. It
Yeah.
has absolutely no help. But it's if you've got a very hyperflexible person such as Lizzie.
Because I feel like it only works if you're at a right angle,
Yeah.
but if you're...
No, that's reasonable. Yeah, it only works for people that have that.
If you can bring your foot, it's called the soldier. Yeah, down.
Cut the toes up.
Yeah, I've seen people doing this, I've seen this. This is probably more comfortable, which is the right way to do it.
The kneecap gets pain if it's a hardwood floor, if you tuck
So
the
this
toes. So when you release the knee, it feels better. But you can use it as an alignment when people turn their foot or their back leg outside.
Yeah.
You can use it to pull that.
So top of the back.
Yeah, pull the hip
forward.
back and also get their kneecap in the right line.
Top of it, yeah. When you feel ready, you can go for arms straight. anyone have any knee injuries?
Asked that at the beginning, but then you just started teaching, so that's okay.
No, it's like that. It's like that.
One at the top, one at the bottom. So that's it. One there, and then drive back gently. But lift first, and then drive back.
Okay. But it's tough to get on there.
Yeah, I always go onto the inside of the thigh for some reason. It seems easier. I have no idea why that is. It just is.
Yeah.
It's kind of gropey, but it's still, as long as you stay away from the crotch. Fair enough.
Thank you.
She's just going to help you. Don't touch my crotch. Verbal cues here. What are people doing? Some people are resisting, so what would be a nice thing to say?
Okay, so breathe into the pose. It's about letting go of the emotions. Staying with what is. Notice the intention to wanting to go to the next moment. Just stay there and release.
It's also, I think this pose is quite hard, so it's like coming to the edge. You know exactly where your edge is, not beyond. So if you feel like you need to come out, and then you
Yes.
can.
Yeah. If you feel like you need to come out of the pose, please do.
Then to the other side.
Yeah, and on the next breath, we're going to go back into a plank. And you can gently move your feet from a down dog, just to give your legs a bit of flexibility, or give your legs a bit of weight.
Yeah, just a chance to just stretch.
Yeah, go stretch. And then left foot high. And then right.
It's left, it's the opposite leg.
Sorry, it's right. And bring it into a pigeon pose. So 3 breaths into a high pigeon. Make sure your hips are facing forward. Shoulders down.
If you want to take this just a little higher, you can take the hands either side of the hips and come onto your fingertips. Try to engage through the thighs, so you're drawing everything to the middle line.
And on the next breath, bring yourself down. Either with the arms straight if you want to push it a bit more, or arms bended if you just. If this is what your body wants.
Adjust one side, adjust Make sure you clear the floor before you start to pull, otherwise it feels a little bit grabby and catchy.
we're going to come back into a plank. And a few breaths there. And then Vinyasa.
And just pausing in your up dog, holding for 5 breaths. Draw the shoulders back, heart open. Try to get the shoulders right back so the shoulder blades are on the back. Watching for locked elbows, put a micro bend in them. Press through the index fingers. Spread. Tops of the thighs are strong and away from the legs. Going away from the floor. If you're away from the legs, you've got some weird problems. Exhale, push back into down dog. Use the belly to jab. Strong. Push into the heels, feel the heels drop towards the floor. As you look at your hands, just down at them for a moment. Check that your wrists are parallel with the front of your mat. Your middle index finger is parallel with the outside edge of the mat. As you inhale, bring yourself back into plank. Just exhale slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Floor. Good. From there, just tucking the toes, keeping the hands where they are, press into your toes and lift your bum. Lift the lower part of the body, straight legs, toes tucked. Push through your heels, that's the one, bum lifts. Hold there, engage through the belly, feel Ujjayi strong. Those of you feeling a little bit stronger, you're going to lift your shoulders up to your elbows. Pull in through the belly. Yeah,
You're going, whoa!
shoulders up, elbows up. Exhale down. Good girls. Now you're going to take the top half up so your elbows and your shoulders line up, pull in through your belly. Try to get a perfect line from elbow to shoulder. That's it. Pull in through the belly, tuck your toes again, try to lift and push through your heels. And the bum will lift to a straight line. Body's going to go out in line with the heels. Push through the heels. Marika, tuck your toes, bring them in a little bit more. There you go. Push back. There you go. Now try and lift your shoulders. Exhale down. Good girls. Just 2 more times. So bring your toes in a little bit more. Shorten the stance just ever so slightly. And then lengthen the side body as you lift up. Shoulders lift. Equal. Good girl. This is me being extra mean.
Yeah, no, what happened to it? You're so giving us one.
You're pregnant!
Lifting. I'm pregnant, you're not. Haha. One more breath. Exhale down. Good. One more. Inhale, push through the toes. Push through the heels. And then push through the bum. Get your shoulders up. Want strong teachers. Exhale down.
Yay!
Good. Take your hands back behind you. Grab hold of the inside of your ankles. Inside if you can, outside if you can't. On the inhale, lifting as you look back.
I'm sorry.
That was too cute. It's like a puppy sneeze. Anyway. On the inhale, rock and roll. Exhaling out of the mouth. Good. Let yourself down. Use that as a shoulder opener again, those of you that need it. Take it again. Your lower back says no. Your lower back wins. Any kind of argument always ends in disaster. Move as one piece, not allowing the spine to drop. Up and down, whole spine moves. Exhale down. palm's going to come behind your back into reverse namaste. Open the heart line. Any issues?
Just my low back space.
Interlace. Okay, inhale, bring yourself up. Legs and arms lifting. Chest and shoulders drawing back. Glue the big toes together. Try to think of lifting the elbows. Pressing the base of the palm together as you lift up into the chest. Flick, don't force it. If your shoulders are tight, it's okay. Try to get the arms to roll back. Lift just 2 more breaths. Legs if you can. There's no need to push if it's too much. Lower back width. Exhale, lower down. Good. Bring the hands just underneath you again. And as you're ready, push up. Plank. At plank, drop your knees. And you're going to take a pad through the hands all the way around. You're a cat. Just pawing at the floor. Using this to release the wrists right as far as you can to the finger side on the inside. And then all the way around again. To the other side. Yep. It is weird.
Yeah, it's like a little bit yours.
It feels good though.
It does feel good. Big padding.
Kitty cats.
Then take your hand so that your little finger is towards the front of the mat, thumb towards the outside. And imagine that you're trying to walk like a crocodile. So one shoulder forward, the other one forward. And see if you can loosen up into the neck at the same time. So you imagine drawing one shoulder forward, other shoulder forward, elbow forward, other elbow. As if traveling in forward motion. You will find that this gives you full articulation through that space. And you will be quite happy to continue for hours pretending that you're a little bit crocodile. And with that, soft awareness. Let yourself just come back onto your heels. Let your hands just move into a soft pad. Let the thumb just away. Close your eyes. Keep that soft rocking motion and you can let the head just roll. Just use it to lift out any pressure from the wrists or the hands. You have a kind of nice physical job that means you have to use them a lot. Get to a space where you can lift the fingers, so turn the hands so that just going into the fingers as you rock. Space and wideness, now let yourself fall into awareness of each bone and each muscle without having to work on the attachments. Yes. Feeling them. Then with that big wide open padded hand, you're going to walk yourself forward into tripod. Headstand, Shishasana. If you're not feeling headstand ready today, it's fine. You can just keep the flat hands. Not almost the flat hands. Easy.
Flat?
Yeah. Flat and wide. I want you to follow the sensitivity within your body. Notice if it doesn't feel ready, don't go. So, okay. Hands back. Leslie. Just slightly. There you go. It's okay. Press the elbows towards each other. That's it. Good engagement. Nicely fell out of. Well done. Move your hands in a little bit, Leslie. Without panicking, move your hands. I have you. Moving towards me. Move your hands towards me.
Where are you?
I'm over here. Last door. Yeah. Now pull in through the belly. Strengthen through the shoulders and press through the wrists. Press your big toes together and try and draw your elbows towards each other. There you go, locking. Perfect. I didn't think you could fall from there. You're doing so well. It's okay. Well done. Nicely fell. Exhale, come down. Child's pose. I haven't got time for all of you to fall out. Beautiful.
No.
It's okay. Down. Perfect. Good. From here, just exhaling. Those of you that need to grab something to make yourself a little bit warmer, you're going to go into Savasana in a moment. Make sure you're warming up. It will be bending up length. Now, just give my body permission to find the most restful space. So you want to take a Savasana for that, everybody?
Is there space?
Yes, there's one more. Go for it.
Right here. There's loads of space.
Lie down whenever you want it. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. You're enjoying yourself.
Get out of here.
That was yours. It was just sort of flew out of my hand and ran away. So when it's possible, you have a choice of taking Savasana or meditation pose here. If that's what your body needs, your mind needs. Give everything permission just to stop, to slow down for a moment. All of the effort that we put in to our practice, to opening our awareness to now, is rewarded only when we let it be absorbed. So once again, when I said before, today is about just widening ourselves past the edges of our normal range of awareness. You think of softening yourself into the breath. Allowing yourself to become more and more in tune with it. So you drop away from the need to control. Just witness. This expansion of consciousness, of awareness. Let yourself find the edges of your body, mind. Draw yourself back in ever so slowly. Like that. And this is if the advancing tentacles of awareness could just draw back and you get the feedback from the back of the body. It's contact with the earth. The front of the body, it's contact with the space of leather. And slowly let yourself shift and stretch whatever way is going to work for you in that moment. Until you can eventually come to one side. Lift us into our awareness internally for a moment. So you're going to have you visualize when you come to seated. I want you to take your hand just to the center of your head, so that one hand is just in the middle. So what we're going to do is draw a line in two places. So you're going in through the third eye, the front of the head, and then down through the center of the head, so through the pineal gland and intuition, and straight down through the center of the head. And we want to meet in the middle of those 2 points. So you visualize it being inside the head and direct line back and direct line down. And you've got that intentional visualization of that space. Stay there. Release the hands. Just see if you can rest in that space, the center of our soul awareness. They say this develops in about 6 months. And then this is where we become aware that there is an external world, there is a duality. There is something outside of ourselves. Up until that point, everything is us. There is no separation. But with that consciousness of there being an external world comes a sort of disconnect that doesn't need to be there. That's not what its function is. It's not to separate you from those around you. It's just to give you the space to be creative in your own endeavors, to add passion and reason in your own way in this universe. for this separation. Lovely, can be looking more beautiful. And on the exhale, palms come together and just rubbing them. Take them over the eyes. Lift one more. And let yourself just find softness to the shoulders. Oh, chicken. Yeah, knock it out. On the inhale, 3 O's together, seal this energy. Oh.